Hey, everybody.
Happy
Hey.
Monday.
What up, fam?
Hey, y'all looking real
up?
gorgeous and handsome
Here
over
we
there.
go again.
Yeah,
Looking real spicy.
real
Come
muy
on now.
caliente.
You know, it's the final lituation. Okay. Uh-oh. Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Oh my God, we gotta talk to y'all about Shannon, okay? And Kamiko's and Billy.
Hey,
Kamiko.
Hey.
Everyone. Hello. All right, you guys. Hello. Happy Monday. And you guys know what that means. It means Ready to Love. We are going to be reviewing season 7, episode 15, the final reunion part 2. Okay. But first, you guys, welcome to Reality
Rewind.
Roll it back. Hey.
Good evening, y'all. They coming in, baby. Hello. Kamiko says, hello, Winnie D, Jolie, Tamara, Sir Q. Okay, I saw Yoli. I got kind of, it's Jolie.
Look, whatever you want to call me, baby, I'll answer to it.
Come on now.
Y'all look amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mama came in and says, y'all look so beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you.
Because says Jolie, apologies.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Put a little upside down smiley face.
Yeah.
Already. Okay. Baby. Okay. But hello, you guys. Hold on. Let me get my little volume up because I want to be able to hear everybody.
Come on now.
All right. Hello, everybody, and good evening. Happy Monday.
Yeah.
All right. We are about to close out Ready to Love.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what to do with myself. We know what we're going to do. We're going to bring y'all some more content. Don't worry.
Come on now.
That part.
This ain't going to stop Nathan, y'all. Okay? All right. Anyway, so it's Monday. How was you guys' weekend?
It was great. So I took my sister-in-law to this place called Mix Beauty Bar, Blend Bar, and you basically make your own lipsticks. So we made our own lipsticks. She loves lipsticks. Like she be wearing yellow, green, like crazy colors. So she had a blast. They had mimosas. My mother-in-law went as well. So we just had a really good Saturday. And then Sunday, I don't know what I did. I don't think I did nothing. Oh,
where's that place at? Where's that place
at? In Uptown. It's in West Village. So over there by Hugo's Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else you said? You said you did something Saturday.
So Friday was my daughter that passed birthday. So we celebrated this weekend and we just had a really good time. And, you know, we want to fill the space with positivity and love and not sadness. Right. So we always do it big and celebrate. So I love my mom and my sister. Love you guys.
Oh,
sweet. How was your weekend? Baby, you got some preparation that you got to do.
Come on.
Yeah. So this weekend, actually my bishop had put together this prayer retreat on Friday and Saturday, and we got to go to Mount Lebanon, and we stayed in the cabins and just had a really good time and prayed over, you know, everybody that's connected to me and just things I have going on. But then I also was asking for him to disconnect me with from things too that can get in the way of me moving further, you know, because we got work to do. So it was really beautiful. We went for a walk early Saturday morning, and it was just so beautiful. And then yesterday was Sunday. I went to church. Church was great. But then, of course, I was on mommy and wife duty, so I had to turn my lift light on and take everybody where they had to go. And, you know, that's how that ended. But also, you guys, I think I kind of mentioned it before. I have a new stylist and designer. Mm-hmm. And baby, when I tell y'all, today I came home, I cannot make this up. I came home with 20 pair of shoes. I came home, and between the time that I met her and today, I have bags and bags of clothes that she either bought that still have tags on them, or things that she made, and it was like, I don't know why I'm making this, but I'm gonna make it and put it in the closet. So literally, I have I'm overwhelmed with things. When y'all were messaging, baby, I had to pull out my red wagon and put all that stuff in and bring it in the house. And she was like, I'll see you next week. I'm sure I have some more stuff for you. And I'm just like, Lord.
Well, you need some looks because there's something amazing coming up next weekend. Tell them about it.
Come on.
God. So, baby, that's this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah.
So I have my tour. So if anybody's in the DFW area, y'all still have time. Y'all listen, inbox, send messages on here. Let us know that you're interested so we can get you in the building. Just excited. This is just the kickoff to Step in Your Truth tour. And I mean, it's just above and beyond from there. So I am truly excited. This is year 2 of the conference. So
that's good.
So amazing.
That says a lot.
Yes.
So, how was your weekend?
Thank you.
Y'all, you know what? My weekend was so fulfilling. It started, of course, with me working per usual. But the next day, on Sunday Fun Day, I hooked up with Sis. And needless to say, we had a damn good time.
Oh my God, a holy God.
But I will say it really wasn't. I went there not expecting to have received what I received. So I have to thank God and the fact that it was on a Sunday too. You know, that really speaks volumes. But I have to thank God of what I did receive because it was something that was much needed. So thanks, Sis, for the invite. Thanks to Mama Brenda for Mama Brenda's Kitchen.
Brenda's Kitchen.
Because, and you know, and one thing I didn't mention, Whitney, you didn't even tell them.
What?
Tell us, Q, because she leaving out good stuff. What she didn't tell us?
I'm gonna start to get emotional now because.
Okay. Hold on.
Because what she. The thing is.
Tell us, brother. Tell us.
It's okay.
Let him use you. Let him use you.
Let the Lord use you.
In Jesus' name.
Yes.
You know, after I was done eating and everything, and I know, Whitney, you probably didn't want to say anything because, you know, it is, you know, kind of embarrassing or what have you.
Yes.
But I ate that delicious food, and then shortly after, I suffered a food coma. And, you know, again, needless to say, it was very embarrassing. And, you know, I'm embarrassed right now to even talk about it. And I know Whitney didn't want to bring it up, but, you know, God wanted me to bring that up, you know, because I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody, you know. But
y'all better be lucky that we can't boot out nobody tonight because he gets the boot, okay? But you know what he is. That food had everybody leaning.
No, it was the bomb.com. Like I was like, wow.
That food had everybody leaning. Okay? Y'all,
come on now.
My mom made some seafood pasta, basically.
Yes.
Shrimp, spinach, linguine, it was just delicious.
I'm kicking everybody out my house.
She made
that's what I did.
Yes, you missed out. Y'all missed it.
Let me turn my camera off while I throw everybody's bags outside. Give me 1 second. Let me throw it. Now, everybody.
Tell him. PSA.
I don't rise.
Y'all know. So that's the goodness. Okay, but what he didn't leave out, okay, is some real craziness that transpired. So we had a wonderful night. Like we didn't leave. He didn't leave, but he didn't leave. He stayed at Brenda's Kitchen. But we tried to leave at midnight. And the devil was extremely upset because we had a Holy Ghost good time, and I'm not exaggerating. Right. And y'all know I seriously like where it. Y'all gonna understand. That's why we saying church is not just the facility itself. It's where you gather amongst other believers, and we had a Holy Ghost good time right towards the end of that. And we were trying to leave. Me and my baby girl was trying to leave. Y'all had a blowout. at 12 o'clock at night, pitch black for 20. And I was like, oh my God, really, Satan? And Demi, I promise, I kid you not, because I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on? She was like, I looked at her, I was like, what's wrong with them? She said, I can't stand that devil. I said, I can't either. And my mom was like, at least you know where to place blame. And
come on now.
Y'all, it was just like, really? But I was like, so I ended up calling my mom and calling Q. They came and rescued me and swift me back over to my mom's house. I had to come, we had to get the car situation. Darren came all the way from the house, all the way to Oak Cliff, got my tire, got me up running. I zoomed to my mom's house to pick my stuff up, zoomed all the way back to Garland. Here I am now.
You was just zooming, huh?
It was eventful.
It was just like, really, but
if I'm hearing you correctly, I still could have came, but you said y'all was gonna be gone at 6. You said that would be too late for you.
We kind of made them abort their plan. We're gonna have to deal with it tonight though, because we did that. So they were supposed to record that night at 6:30. I mean, she had her family over, like you heard.
Right, exactly.
They didn't have to cut
I'm
this
so
short.
shocked and appalled.
Yeah, and he was ready. He was like, I'll go if I need. So I was just like, y'all, we shouldn't rush it. We should. So yeah, you could have came, but next time.
You better be glad I can't cut your camera off.
Not tonight. No, we're not doing that. Okay.
Not on reunion night.
All right.
Hey, sis. It's Ren said, hey, gang.
Hey, darling.
All right, you guys. So, I mean, what you guys sipping on? Anybody sipping on anything special?
No. 7-Eleven needs to make me a brand ambassador. As much stuff as I buy from them, they good 7-Eleven water.
I know that's
somebody
right.
from 7-Eleven listening. Come on, Fanta.
I am not a brand ambassador, okay, but I will.
Okay, but you could be.
Okay.
Come on now.
Bring it into existence.
Bring that into existence.
You see them shoulders over there shimmying with that Fanta?
Yeah. Something's going hard.
Don't you wanna?
Fanta.
So
all right, y'all. We ain't gonna hold y'all, baby, because this is a very spicy part 2 reunion.
It was. It really was.
I was like, okay. I was like, dang, suck it, ain't no part 3, but that's okay. That's all right.
It was enough.
It was definitely enough. It was a bit too much.
I agree.
Okay?
Uh-oh.
Both of them gonna get a pop cue.
It was enough. It was spicy enough.
Yeah, you agree, sir? You agree?
There's some disappointments and stuff in there. I could have,
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was a lot going on off
the camera. Yes. I agree.
So let's go ahead and get into this reunion so we can give y'all some tea, you guys, some piping hot tea that we got fresh off the presses last week with part 1. But we said we was gonna keep that tea simmering for you guys, but don't worry, it's piping hot. All right. So let's go ahead and get into everything. Tam Bam, how did this reunion start?
So you guys, if you have not watched the reunion part 2 yet, let me get you the tea, honey. Yeah. So it started with Uncle Tummy basically asking the cast how they felt about being in one house. Now, if you guys don't remember, one episode, it was probably like 1 or 2 episodes on the show, everybody was in the house. So everybody that was dating everybody was staying in one house. I want to say they did it for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And you got Morgan, you got Lyndon, you got Tony, you got Mercedes and Mark Anthony and Jeffrey and that connection and Andre and Cynthia. It's just a lot going on. And I know that it was pretty awkward, but they mustered on through. They had some drama and things like that, but we'll get into that in a minute. So Jeffrey basically states that she hated that she gave so much time to her connection, which was what was his name?
Oh, Andre. Bum.
Tell.
I like to call him Twig, y'all. Twig.
Okay.
Yeah, Twig. There you go.
Twig. She hates that she spent so much time with him. She wish she would have gave it to Mark Anthony, I think. But I'm just thinking about, why would you even say that? Because, girl, you didn't want to be with him either.
Right. Exactly.
So it just gave salty. It just gave salty for me. Like, you can't say that now. You really like this dude.
Well, and of course she's gonna say that, sis, because she was humiliated.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, speak the truth, shame the devil.
That part.
Ooh. And then she goes to say that she doesn't like dating two people. She said it was very awkward for her. She doesn't like it. Why did you be on the show? You knew
you
what Ready to Love was
because people could see what you was doing.
Come on now.
You like it.
I think she's just taking any kind of excuse and just running with it. Sis, digress and move on.
That's
go get up in that cloud with them lightning strikes at this point. Because it ain't doing it for me. Anyway, I'm moving on. So
come on, Maya.
So a heated exchange begins between Marcia and Morgan.
Baby, tell us about it.
Come on.
Goodness. Okay, so basically, Lyndon goes in to say, oh yeah, I was competing for Morgan. I was, trying to put myself out there and be in her face and make sure she knew that I wanted her, even though Tony was around, even though I knew that their connection was strong. I wanted to let her know what I wanted. Okay, bet. Morgan goes to say, I felt that from him. It was genuine. I liked him. I liked Lyndon, but my connection with Tony was stronger. But if Marcia would have been a distraction, then maybe we would have pursued our connection further. So Marcia said, boo, I ain't no distraction. Like, don't try to play me small. Woo. And so Morgan goes to say, like, pipe down. Basically, she told her to shut up.
Yeah, she did.
That part, she did.
Yeah, she basically said, shut up. Like, don't, like, and they're going back and forth, you guys. And Marcia calls her crazy. She calls her all kinds of things. Out 10 ways from Sunday, honey. And I was just sitting there like, see, this is what I'm talking about when we were talking about the last episode. My whole thing is, I know that you're upset because of the Tony situation. But for you to call this girl like, oh, you second best, you second to what I had, like, don't do that. Because you're really showing your hand. And I don't like that. What you guys
I thought it was spicy.
It was good.
I love it. To be funny. I know this may be devil's advocate. I was siding with Morgan because I don't want Marcia with Tony, and she was just doing a little too much. Yeah, Rob, Tony. Yeah. Over there, whenever she was talking about his attitude, she wanted to say, "Well, I like it." You get like she just kept like taking up for Tony. I'm like, girl.
She was acting like how Sue was with Blake.
Yes, advocate.
Yeah,
I understand that.
But girl.
But for you to attack this girl, you're jealous of her, really? Because
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't say she attacked. I think Marcia did some little shady stuff to her and Tony. They did it and they wanted to be like, oh, she's coming for me. No, y'all did it. Because Tony, you was in her face, and then you went over there and you had your hand around Marcia. And every time she said something,
they ain't together no more. Why you can't do that?
But I'm just saying, like they both.
She don't want him. She called him a monster. So why do you care if I'm hugged up with this other chick?
But also, Marcia said that she don't want him either.
She don't want. They're friends.
I don't do that with my friends.
Well. They're friends.
They girl, I almost said a word on here.
Well, yeah, because it's not like they haven't went on any dates or anything. So yeah, I mean, I can see them being friends.
She talking about she don't go on no dates in the night. Like you can't give up no kitty in the daytime. Girl, get out of here. You going to have margaritas during the daytime and taking your drawers off in the car. Stop playing with me.
Hey, Sonny.
Y'all look beautiful. I love how y'all dress for the show. It's the reunion, girl. Don't get comfortable.
I was just listening to that. We not going on no dates at night. Babe, I done did a whole lot of things in the daytime in my day. So stop playing with these people. I just really think They played all of them played into it.
Marcia, I'm not trying to be funny, and I don't even care for Morgan like that. It's just if I had to choose, I just don't like you playing like victim.
Yeah,
girl, you sitting over there, you being messy boots. You being messy boots. You saying stuff under your breath. You're sliding her, and Morgan got them Sukasana. What you say?
Oh, right.
She caught everything.
I just feel like Morgan still got feelings for Tony because why are you so mad, sis? Like I would be good. Like if you say he's a monster. You say he's a monster. You say he's deceitful. Girl, move on.
Exactly.
I don't know if he's saying that what he doing ain't bothering me because I know I'm bad and I know I can bag somebody.
But he need to move on too. He was at her door trying to talk to her.
I need
multiple occasions, mind you.
She was upset. So
no. You should have talked to her 6 weeks ago.
He wasn't upset. He wasn't upset because when he came out the room, when the producer told him to come out the room, soon as he passed him, he started laughing and went and set up on the Marcia.
That's why I said
mad. Like
you and I don't like how Marcia plays with that. Don't let him use you like that, sis. I'll be like, no. You need to straighten that out, or when we just cool, don't be doing that. Don't use me. That's what I expect from Marcia, but she played right along with it. Yeah. Look at her jump like a little.
They done had some words outside of this show. That's what that is.
Oh, you can tell. You can definitely
tell.
Bite
back.
Yeah.
What you said about me on that text message you sent Tony? Okay, bet.
What's up? What we doing?
What's up? I'm here.
I guarantee
right.
But I digress. That's what happened, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. Y'all get all the info in the tea because it was spicy.
Okay.
Come on now.
Baby, speaking of Tony, baby, I am here to talk to you guys about what happened with Tony, baby, and baby, the revelations, okay? The revelations, okay? The 7 horsemen. Them fuckers was riding in. Okay, Tony.
Come on, give it to us.
I got my phone, baby. I gotta get my nose, baby, because I said, okay. So let's get on Natasha, baby.
Come on.
Since
I like Natasha.
Booted up on out of there, okay? So let me give y'all a tip about Natasha. If y'all don't know Natasha, don't worry, she wasn't on that long. But before she could make her complete detour, he bust her down. And the thing was, y'all, what was so spicy about this is that this heifer's the one that told the producer. We find this mess out. This heifer, she don't be like, God,
I love it.
It was so hilarious. But what was even funnier, you guys, Natasha detonated. She exposed Tony for the riffraff that he is. Said that after she gave him the draws, he ghosted. And that she could shut this whole protocol down. And y'all notice how he was talking, Tommy. She was like, and I can shut it down, Tommy. She's not a part of this.
Tommy was over here like this. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let me hear it.
Tommy was trying to hear the tea, honey.
I was like, what?
Oh, there you go.
What the hey diddle dee? I said, He said, yeah, I found out that you was telling the producers that we slept together. She was like, oh Lord. I didn't know.
You were hurt.
Somebody was going to say something, but since they did, nigga, with me.
Where's the order?
I called Birdie and she was like, I can talk. We can really bust things open. Like your legs, girl, close your feet up and close your mouth up. You're not even on the show no more, and you know what you did. Okay, I thought it was okay to keep pursuing it because it was some love there. You're off the show. That was
off.
Sis. Like, girl, stop. Okay, girl, stop. But then we get into Marcia, and we hear more about what it is. It's not romantic. They're friends. He takes her out. He confides in Marcia.
Lies. I'm sorry. I ain't missing.
Oh, you're fine. He confides in Marcia, but he's not dropping nothing in the
lies.
So I inquiring minds would like to know
lies.
how. But then we swing on over to Morgan and insert it in. Morgan wasn't aware, wasn't privy to Natasha's situation, none of the little stuff that Tony was doing behind the scenes. But when she found out, and we noticed, we talked about this, then we several times we kept saying something is going on a back end. She just
right.
Remember that tick just happened? We all said that like something. We thought it was a sex thing. No, it was a mess thing. She started finding out his skeletons and his bones, and she didn't like it, and she was set out to give him his Nair experience. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go run the episodes back, and when they met their exes, Morgan talks about that she got so upset about her ex finding out he was cheating. She Naired his hair off his head. So we refer to her as like having Nair moments because that's a moment that she's like a payback moment. So she Naired Tony when she exposed him doing what he did with Natasha, and leaving him on red at the end of Ready to Love when she chose to choose herself, only to get back with him after the show was over. So yeah, y'all, that was the whole Tony segment and saga. Over to you, Q. Oh, but my bad. Do y'all have anything to say about that? Because I was just like perplexed.
Listen, I like, even though she's not on the show no more, I'm tired, but I guess I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I like that shit because I feel like Tony just thought he was gonna be able to do whatever and wasn't nobody gonna know nothing. Oh, she ain't on the show, let me block her. Sir, you do know they have to keep in contact. They already have contact with producers because you got to be on the show. Baby, I do like how she slipped that in because at first he didn't know how she found out, how anybody found out.
Right.
That baby was ready to expose your dirty draws and everything else about you, and I wish she had did it because
he was talking too loud. He was talking too loud.
Very much so.
Tommy, listen to me.
He was so nervous. I think I seen some sweat running down, baby, because when you start pillow talking, you gotta be careful what comes out your mouth, especially if okay. Anyway, but yes, I wish she had exposed more of him, and I liked it because it showed what type of person you really are, even for the ones and oh my God, the guys, like they were so taken up for him, and it's like, stop taking up for him. Do y'all not see what he doing? So yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Expose him.
It was just the inferior complex for me. Like the fact that Tony felt inferior over these women, and he really thought that he could do whatever, and they wouldn't do anything back to him. Yep. So this actually was like what we have been all waiting for. Like if I were them, those ladies, they should have actually came together. They should have plotted for demise against Tony. You know what I mean? Because if you look at each different situation, he manipulated them like it was nobody's business. And the problem was, like you guys said, he really didn't think it was going to come back to him. And it did. It came back and it came back and hit a head, So everything that transpired for Tony, he deserved it. And it makes me feel some type of way because at the end of the day, I'm just questioning, like, Tony, what you seem like you had motives. Like, what were you really here for? Were you really here in search for love? Or were you just here just to, yet again, like I say, putting on that producer hat, were you just here just to make a name for yourself? And, when we looked at all the different dynamics, I think what makes me feel like some type of way is the fact that you didn't really see connections. You didn't really see true connections. You saw what we thought was a connection, only later to find out nothing was ever really there.
And we're going to get into that a little bit later because nothing was there with none of these ninjas.
Exactly.
But I want to say what blew my mind was to see that Tony was talking to a lot more people that I paid attention to. I didn't know he was talking to all these different people. I said, he had sex with her. God dang, he's just a little nasty, little messy boo.
That little thing gonna fall off.
Oh,
gonna run right across to the next person because it's nasty. It's gonna try to jump in something else, even though it's crawling. Just nasty. Yeah. So I was just like, oh, good God. But I would have to agree with you, brother, because I guess that's the reason why I was so tight with Marcia. Don't be giving him any. Let them ninjas do that. That's what.
Don't give him any leeway.
That's that dude, that bro code. You ladies stick together. Don't be arguing behind the scenes, Morgan and y'all. Don't be doing that. That's him.
Exactly. And he was eating it up. He was eating it up the whole entire time.
Yes.
That's
what he wanted.
So I just, I hate that. I was like, oh, no, not him. Look at how many girls he was talking to. Y'all with none of y'all was special.
None of y'all.
Even you, Morgan, clearly he bust down somebody before you. I don't care. Like she said, when Morgan made valid point, she did when she was saying, like, if you was here truly for love, you wouldn't have had sex with her.
Come on now.
So early in the show like that. And even the time he said, look what he did to me even after doing that. I thought I had a connection with him. I got intimate with him and he ghosted me. Yeah. And so I just can't.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think, and we can move on. I think he slept with Natasha. We know he slept with Morgan, and we know he slept with Marcia. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care nothing about Marcia talking about y'all dating in the daytime. I don't care. He done slept with all three of y'all, and that's why Morgan is so mad. I guarantee you, because she done opened up and became vulnerable, and you done promised her all these things, and then you humiliated her. And trust me, it ain't gonna be the hair that she near, baby. She gonna blow up a car or something. We're gonna see something on the news. I'm waiting to see. I'm like, dang, I knew Morgan was gonna snap. I knew it. So it's coming, Tony. Just be patient. You're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. Just be patient.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yes, Lord.
Well, the next segment, let's get into Andre, aka Twig. He's sitting down alongside with Cynthia, with Anthony, and with Jeffrey, and he's basically discussing, his journey throughout the whole entire process. Let me just say yet again, I mean, at the beginning, I was all for Andre. I really was. I really thought that he was a cool person. I really thought, not Nicole. I really thought that he was a cool person, and I did think at first that he was here in search for true love. But, when I look, I see the women that he chose. At first he was really into Jeffrey, and, he said they had an actual connection. Then later on, he started having like a connection with Cynthia. And I think what actually like sparked between Andre and Cynthia was that scene where they were was it like painting or something like that? And then like she kind of poured her heart out, she even got emotional. Yeah. And so that was pretty much like endearing for them. That was a very endearing moment. And so I think that's when that connection pretty much was ignited between them two. But again, when you fast forward, he decides to choose Jeffrey. They started to have a better, a real strong, firm connection, but only to find out that things didn't really work out. It's baffling to me, because here you're looking at these two people. You're thinking that, like she says, she found her biblical husband at the end of the day. And all those things that you said that he had, I didn't see it. I definitely didn't see it at the reunion. So again, like, bro, were you really here looking for love? I don't think so. You were here looking for a moment, and you got it. You definitely got it.
Let me tell you something. Wait, I just gotta say this because I had a revelation. Do you know why he did not choose Cynthia? Let's be real about it.
Why you think so, sis?
He did not choose Cynthia because her baby daddy got in that end.
No, I believe that. You're right.
That is why he did not choose Cynthia, but he had to play the game, and he was like, "Well, Jeffrey baby daddies ain't even around, so this is a great candidate." Until I decided to move around. But baby, I guarantee you, Cynthia baby daddy was sitting at home like, "Yeah, Twig, come on and choose her so you can see me." He ain't want that smoke.
Right, I believe
he got mad and left from that table, baby. That's what it was. When you said that, I said he ain't want to see her baby daddy.
He did. I would have to agree with you, Zola, because what's hypocritical about that is that you sat up there and said after the fact that you just found that to be weird, that about her not having the baby daddies and blah blah blah. But you saw where Cynthia's baby daddy was. Why not go over there where you knew exactly what was going on and where he stood in Cynthia's eye?
Yep.
Because he scared you.
He want that smoke. He want that smoke.
Your boy was terrified. But then when you got over there, yeah, baby, please, you was scared. I'm sorry, you go ahead as you were.
Sorry, no, good. And
exactly.
The fact that Tommy did ask Anthony, how'd he feel during the time that Andre was wanting to pursue Cynthia. And I like, Anthony's answer, like, it really didn't faze him. And rightfully so, because again, you guys were there in search for the same thing, looking for love. Mm-hmm. So as long as, he stayed focused on Cynthia, that was all that he really needed. So, I respect the answer that he gave. But again, to fast forward, Andre is still single, and he says he's dating. But this is a 40. I mean, and again, there's nothing wrong with the fact that he is 40, but this is a 40-year-old man, and you're still just dating. Like, were you really wanting to find someone so you can settle down, have this family, have kids? I really do not think so at all.
I don't either.
I mean, the whole cast is trash. Now you know how to take it.
Tam, I agree. I know Tommy was sitting up there like, I know you mother suckers did not waste my time.
And they did.
He low-key did. Remember Tommy said, when he heard about Tony, he got really upset. He said, well, this is not a playground. This was somewhere you could tell Tommy was pretty upset about the whole situation. But what
it was some sort of unified front with these men. Like I don't know what it was, but again, it was something dealing with the bro code. I
ready to get the tail. That's what the name of the show should be. Ready to get the tail, because that's all they were doing.
Come on, that's it. Mm-hmm. And so it's really sad, and it just Jeffrey did make a point how she too is just still dating right now, and the only time she's gonna be looking at someone from a serious standpoint is when that person decides to put a ring on her finger, and she mentioned that. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense.
Well, Uncle Tommy said it's a different show.
That's a different show, baby.
You should have been on Put a Ring on it. You ain't got a relationship to somebody put a ring on it.
Not trying to be funny, but baby, you gotta find him first. Because you up here talking about this ninja was your biblical husband.
Right. Baby, you ain't even praying.
I want to let y'all know, like, it really starts with you. See, what we do is we want to not work on ourselves and jump into relationships. But it really starts with you. You have to make sure you good so you know what you attracting.
Thinking that other person is going to be the remedy.
How you going to not be whole and want somebody whole so they can fix you? That's
true. That's true.
I mean, not trying to be funny. Andre made a very valid point in regards to the baby daddies that she have. See, what people fail to realize is that we don't want to look ourselves in the mirror. We don't want to hold ourselves accountable. Well, I did. When my last marriage failed, I had to look myself in the mirror and ask why. Right. I didn't say, well, he did. And y'all be careful of anybody that you get into a potential relationship with. When you ask questions, well, why did your past relationships fail? And they get to talk about what they did and not what they did.
And not yes, ma'am.
So my thing is that I get why he questioned, well, why neither one of them? Like, not one. Like, most of the times you do get somebody, you get with somebody, and at least one of the baby dads is there. Because, you know what I'm saying? They'll take the lack for the other one, but not neither one of them. What is the issue? So I get where he's coming from. And then for you, like, I can't make them do it. But why is it that they don't want to do with their children? It's one thing not to do nothing with you, but why not the kids too? You know, and so I get where he was coming from, like questioning that, because it takes a point of time to where you be like, well, maybe I'm making it hard for them. Maybe because I am still bitter and maybe I still got some issues and resentment and stuff like that. You look yourself in the mirror, you can answer questions like that. Well, you know what? Yeah. I don't know why they don't want to be in their children's life, but I'm doing this, I've done that. Not, it's what black men do. Not all of them do that. You know?
Ain't healed. And you picking the same type of man.
And hello, because I'm sorry. What you understand?
Yes.
Right.
You're picking the same type of man, sis, and all black men are not like that. I hate when you said that.
Are not.
Don't
exactly.
do that, because
and not even all men are like that.
It's just like saying all women are HOEs. Like, no, we not. It's
right.
Women. I know I'm not.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know? So it's like, stop doing it. Stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what, sis? I heard it, but I heard
it. Sister. Hear his sister.
Yeah.
In Jesus' name.
What Joey said, no more.
Never been.
Hey, listen. Step in your truth. I'm just being truthful about myself. I looked in the mirror and I saw it. Sis, slow down. Okay, your track record is building. Slow down. Slow down.
Everybody got a past, but where are you at now? You're a married woman.
That's what it's all about.
So that don't even matter, you know.
That don't even matter, Jolie.
Yeah, that don't, you know.
It is funny now. You know, back then it wasn't funny, but it's funny now.
Right.
But you did the work. You did the healing. Yes. You healed yourself.
And that's what it's about.
And that's what it's about.
And they ain't on it. They ain't got no liquor healing.
And that's why I say when it comes to Jeffree, it's like she has a sob story answer for everything. It's just like, it's not even that hard. Yeah, you can say, well, I don't know, but why don't you? Have you talked to the men and said, well, why aren't you in your children's life? Well, you're making it hard for me, or maybe I didn't want them. Like, you don't get an answer. And that's the thing. So you don't have no connection with them to where you can have a conversation as to see why. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I just like, I don't know. Like, I got a good relationship with my bonus son, or my bonus child. I don't even call him bonus. That's just my son. With my son's mom. We had that conversation, and then they did the work that they needed to do, because I was like, we're not having that. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? And it was healing that had to be taken care of. But it's like, don't nobody like to be adults in a situation, especially when you blend in a family or whatever. That's why I get why he was kind of apprehensive going in it. But what pissed me off about him is that you didn't do that on the show. That's why like, don't do that now. Right. Don't get to ask the questions now. You should have did that when you had an opportunity, when everything was out there. She could explore her options. Because like I've shared with you guys, I was very transparent with my husband about wanting kids. And it was just like, you know, I'm not, if that's not something that you're ready to do, I get that. But I can move on and go elsewhere or whatever, because, you know, you give people choices when you're transparent and when you're
exactly.
You gotta give people choices.
That's true.
So, you know, so I gotta agree with you, brother, in regards to that.
You know, I will say this though. I really feel like, because more and more these people that are coming on the show, for them, it surpasses looking for love. They're more so coming on the show again looking for a moment. I honestly really do feel they need to shake it up a bit. Maybe, I don't know, next season try bringing like a therapist on, maybe for like, you know, one episode or two, just so they can kind of, you know, analyze, and they can kind of go back to Tommy. Now, instead of them actually having the women or the men sit with Tommy during like a deliberation period or what have you, why not have a therapist sit with Tommy so Tommy can discuss, well, who do you think actually is ready to truly start looking for love, and who do you think needs to be in search of looking for love within themselves?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then and allow Tommy at that moment to send maybe a man and a woman home, just so it can kind of make them have a revelation of, wow, you know, like, you know, I may need to get it together, and really, if I wasn't here before looking for love, let me actually exemplify that I am looking for love now. I'm just saying, because it after a while, people begin to look at the show and say, you know, this show is called Ready to Love for a reason. If this is not what you guys are exemplifying, why do we want to continue watching? I don't want to continue watching like a train wreck. I don't want to watch that. I really, you know, at the end, these people who are linking up together or who are choosing one another, I want to see during the reunion, and hopefully even after the reunion has taped, I still want to see you guys still being in a relationship and at least working it out while you are in your relationship.
I would have to agree, but also, lastly, real quick, Tim, because it brings me to Anthony, and we're going to get on Anthony soon. I like how they handle their situation. I love it. We're gonna talk. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I was gonna say, it's not ready to be famous. It's not ready to be on TV.
Thank
it's
you.
Really ready to love.
Thank you.
What breaks my heart is they're really putting a bad example out for Black love. Black people loving each other. Y'all are really telling the world that it ain't gonna work, because you sleeping around, you got attitudes, you being vindictive and things of that nature. So if they need to really screen these people like they do on Love and
That's what I was gonna say, Tam.
Yes,
seriously.
Like they need to screen these people, because just like brother said, we want to see these couples make it. Like, I feel like a single person would love to see it's still hope for me. That's what this show is supposed to be about. And I just feel like this season was so trash. It was just so disappointing to watch.
Thank you.
I loved some people on there, but I felt like some people on there really were trying to open up and be ready to love. But I just hope next season they come with it.
They just might. We're gonna tell you guys why next season might be a little more interesting. But
moving forward, yes. And you had brought it up, Anthony. So they had to sit down with Tommy, with Anthony, and basically, he also went over his journey as well. Basically, he had like 2 picks. First began with Sue-Ann. But to me, it seemed like there was never anything there. I mean, you can tell that Anthony was trying to put forth, effort. But again, with her being an advocate for another individual, they just could never find a true connection. The wires could never truly be aligned. They were always crossed. But again, when you're advocating for somebody else, what do you expect?
Yeah.
So later on, pretty much, they realized that, they were not meant to be. And that's when you begin to see him pursue Cynthia even more. And I found that those were the moments that were actually real. Those are the moments that were actually endearing to me, because I literally was rooting for Cynthia and Anthony. And I thought they were going to be the ones to just run away happily ever after. He was going to put a ring on it, like the whole 9. But, as Sis was saying, they are no longer together. And Cynthia did kind of mention that she's kind of the reason why they're no longer together. And you could tell it was very amicable in their decision making. But Cynthia did realize that maybe she isn't fully ready. She still saw that she had issues that she was dealing with from a emotional standpoint, but I valued that in her, because it takes a strong person to admit to that. But it takes me back too, and it makes me think, well, are you still harboring like those feelings on the inside because of what you went through with your children's father? Because we saw him on the show, and we see how toxic he can be. So who's to say that, once she probably went to her baby daddy and, she informed him on who she chose, I'm pretty sure tensions were just like at its all-time high. And you never know. It was something that corrupted Cynthia's mind, because how she was on the show and how she felt for Anthony then, and you fast forward how she is now, it was kind of different, Like she was starting to pretty much pour her heart out. She was pretty much there again looking for love, and that's why I knew that it was going to work out between them. And again, to fast forward and to see that things didn't work out, I was saddened by that. I really was.
Weird to me.
Now it seems like there's hope, because again, if she is willing to work on herself, and like you were saying, Tam, if she's willing to love herself first and learn her self-worth, then hopefully that will mean that there's a possibility that they can end up linking back up and being together. It
was disappointing to me. I was like,
the body language,
the
way
everything,
and that
I
didn't get it.
I feel like if you are the reason y'all are not together, I would have been all up on that man. Hold my hand. I would have been a little bit more affectionate. But what I will say is I loved the level of respect, because I know a lot of things have happened behind the scenes that they probably did not expose about each other.
Exactly.
And I love the fact that they did not put that on reality TV. And I think that they didn't do that because they do see a future. moving forward. Now, is it going to work? I have no idea, because I mean, you have to realize they don't really know each other. So it's like, what am I waiting on to love you when I can start dating other people that may know my worth and maybe on the same level I am to love me like I need to be loved? So, but I never forget when Anthony said when he met with her sister and the cousins, he was like, she's not used to being loved the right way. And in my experience, when you meet somebody that's not used to being loved the right way, it's exhausting.
I agree.
It's exhausting to continue to feed into their insecurities, reaffirming them. But I mean, if you feel like the person is worth it, then yes. But what I'm saying is, like, they're just getting to know each other. So, I'm pray for them.
I don't know.
It's a lot.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Uh-huh.
When he was sitting there and she was talking, a couple things that I paid attention to, like you said, the body language. Mm-hmm. Her body language read, "Let me not be up under this man because somebody's watching me," which goes back to the baby daddy. I'm telling you, from being in toxic relationships, she was so standoffish on purpose.
Come on.
Like, I can't touch him. I can't be under him. Like, what's going? I have to play this role, because you can tell by her answer she was still feeling him, but your body language, like, it was two different. You was giving two different messages at the same time. Yeah. So I'm telling y'all, that baby daddy, he is. When I tell y'all, she is going to have a hard time trying to let anybody in. But I will tell y'all, he became even more attractive to me because he was just like, if she needs the time, I respect that, and I'm gonna be right here. And then he was still like smiling at her and flirting with her, and I'm like, girl, you finna miss your blessing.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you hit something on the head, Joey.
She's not trying to fully let go. She just feels at this moment she's caught between a rock and a hard place. So,
and Rock is her ex. That
No. The Rock and the hard place is her ex. Anthony on the outside trying to bring her to the side of Sears.
It's the Rock and the gold chain. The gold chain and the Rock. That's her hard place.
Baby,
I would have to, and Joey, I didn't even think about that, but she was so right. And what I think is she's self-sabotaging, because I think she saw another side, but she just don't know how it was going to work with old boy over there and him. And then y'all heard her say he is always going to be there. Her ex. And the thing is that I really think that Anthony was up for the challenge. But the thing is that I just feel like she said about that whole emotional stuff. I just feel like something did happen where they clashed. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that she rather throw him away than her baby daddy.
Mm-hmm. Let's break this down. Let's break this down even further. The reason why there's such a complete and utter hold within that dynamic. Now, one thing that we know about Cynthia is that she's well established. She has, I think, not one, but maybe two businesses. So remember how she always said, money really isn't an issue because, she has that part taken care of, right? But you have to also think about if her husband has been there throughout the course of time of her actually getting to where she is from a financial standpoint, then he probably plays a major part in the reason why she's where she's at. And one thing that he will not let up is that she wouldn't be who she is had it not been for him. Right. So he has a hold on her, and she knows that she probably wouldn't be this, well-off individual who has these businesses had it not been for him. And who's to say where she would be? So when you have a man that's manipulative, almost kind of has the same traits as Tony, you're always going to be in an awkward situation. And that's just what I feel.
Who you have your kids by.
Yes.
Woo. Exactly.
That ain't the truth. Watch who you have your kids by.
Yes, Lord.
Right.
So that wraps up part 2 of Reunion. And you guys, we just found out that they are making their way to Dallas for season 8 of Ready to Love.
They're coming to the Big D, y'all.
Big D, okay, over here. All right.
Yes.
Because everything is bigger and better in Texas.
All my single single men, y'all make sure that y'all go and check out the application. It's Ready to Love season 8 with season 8 application. Go ahead and fill it out. We would love for you guys to go fill it out. We would love to interview you guys. When y'all get on the show, we're gonna follow y'all, and it's gonna be a big thing. Like, let's show out. Let's show Miami we know how to love here in the Dallas.
Absolutely. Please do, you guys.
I love it.
Before we go though, Tim.
Wait a minute. Wait. Tommy, listen. Now, I am a certified life coach, and these women need some coaching. So if you need somebody to stir them in the right direction and get their mind right, Tommy, reach out to Jolie. I got you. I got you. Come on, Tommy. Come on. What application there for me? I'm gonna feel like.
Come on.
You looking for
tell them to feature you, baby, on the episode.
You need to be the coach on there. You need to coach.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm filling out the application.
All come on and we'll counsel them. They need help. Okay?
I'm telling you.
Bam.
Yeah.
You, however, you got some piping hot tea.
What tea? What tea I got?
You got to. So what couples are still together? How about Advocate Sue and Blake? How are they doing these days? How about all the other couples?
What you know?
So you guys, this is the hot tea we heard off the block. So Advocate Sue and Jeffrey are not together anymore. According to a reliable source on Instagram and YouTube, they actually reported that they are not together anymore. Also, a new couple on the loose, I guess, Jeffrey and Blue.
What?
Crazy.
Yeah. Jeffrey and Blue have been spotted together in a relationship. Now, I know that y'all saw the last reunion show where we said he's going to jail. I don't know if she's going to be jail bae or not. But
well,
the last we heard that they are in a relationship. Interesting.
And this is who again?
I will say
this is Jeffrey and Blue. Now y'all remember Blue was dating the other girl from the past season. So I'm not sure what happened after the show aired. But Storm, baby, she threw that lightning and that thunder, and she got up on Blue. The PPP King.
Listen, all I know is
5 to 10.
They theme song.
Her and the kids finna be there on busy day.
Well, that sounds like that'll be good for a new episode of Love and Lockup. Love After Lockup.
Yes.
Yeah. No, babe, he is not getting out. The theme song is "I'm locked up." They won't let me out.
Exactly, Shannon. Shaking my head. But the whole thing was Jeffrey tried to make it seem like I'm good. I'm just worried about my kids. I'm not really even looking for a relationship. So how I don't want to call this lady the issue.
Call it.
But how naive can you be to be manipulated by a scammer? Sis, let's get it right. Like, let's get it together. Like you just said, you just wanted to focus on your kids, and now you with Blue. That don't even make sense, y'all.
That means she was already after Blue, baby. Blue probably one that put the wig. Let me stop. Okay.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning into this last episode of Ready to Love. We are excited to wrap up this season, and tomorrow we will bring you guys at Married at First Sight. But before we get out of here, let us let you know where you guys can connect with us. Tell Bam on the ones and twos.
Hey, you guys, you can follow me at IamTheB.F.P on Instagram. I am the BFP on YouTube as well as Facebook, and catch me at Step in Your Truth this Saturday.
Hey, speaking of,
hey y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Reality Rewind. Y'all can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Jolie Rashawn the Great, and also catch us this Saturday. Step in Your Truth, Hyatt Place, DFW. See ya.
As always, you guys, we thank you so much for watching each and every week. If you want to learn more about me, just go to my IG page at I Am Sir Q. That's IMSIRQUE, and let's get certified with Sir Q.
Hey, you guys, what up? What up, everybody? It's your girl Whitney D. You can catch me on Facebook at Whitney R. Davis or here on YouTube at Whitney D TV or my IG at Whitney D _TV. Or last but not least, TikTok at Whitney D TV. Or you can catch me here, same bad place, same bad time, here on Reality.